Looking for an electric bike? Want to convert a bike you already have? Or just looking for an extra battery for your e-bike? Check out our range at lebikes.co.uk. Hey everybody, what is up? My name is Liam Angell, aka Straight Shooting LJ, and welcome to another E-Bikes opinion piece. Now, something that has come up in the news recently is about the police here in the UK potentially getting a quote-unquote weapon to stop e-bikes and scooters. Let me just read a little bit from road.cc. Who broke this news. UK police could get remote shutdown weapon to stop e-bikes and e-scooters. Device would send a signal to confuse the electric motor. Let me carry on with that one. UK police officers could be equipped with devices that can shut down the motors of e-bikes and e-scooters where the rider is suspected of being involved in a crime by firing an electromagnetic pulse at the vehicle that would trick the motor into thinking it's overheating. National Police Chiefs Council NPCC Chair Gavin Stevens said the device, which would require a line of sight to work, was in development and could be months away from being available. The device would be housed in a backpack and therefore has drawn several comparisons to the proton packs used in Ghostbusters films. I'm going to come back to that in a bit. Stevens told a media briefing, basically it interferes with the electric motor to trick the electric motor into thinking it's overheating. It sends a signal to confuse the electric motor. All these electric motors apparently have a built-in safety system that if it thinks it's overheating, it shuts down. At the minute, it's like a giant, enormous backpack. The device would work with both e-bikes and e-scooters. E-scooters can currently only be ridden on UK roads when ridden as part of official trials. But the use of privately owned ones is still illegal, but they can be legally purchased. Go figure with the grey area right there. But it is one of them ones where earlier this year, Hampshire and Isle of Wight Constabulary launched Operation Crush, destroying e-scooters and electric motorbikes which have been used to commit crimes. And there was actually someone, as I record this, who was recently caught in the centre of London, pinging around at like 30-40 miles an hour. And yeah, he was going around snatching mobile phones. And I think it was Isleworth Crown Court that he basically got charged at. And he had admitted to stealing I think it was 24 mobile phones on a souped up Suron electric motorbike, because it's not an e-bike, it's not an electric bike. I'll just say that much. But Inspector Andy Tester said that due to challenges of stopping and identifying riders, the vehicles were becoming really popular with those committing a variety of crimes. The latest equipment was demonstrated to police earlier this year at the Farnborough Technology Show. They were also telling me it has the potential to be useful with normal combustion engine vehicles, Stevens said. The project is being overseen by NPCC Chief Scientific Advisor Paul Taylor. The device is being developed with the Defence Science and Technology Lab, which is overseen by the Ministry of Defence. Now, in regards to this basically an EMP machine, really, that needs a line of sight and shoots an electromagnetic pulse at an electric bike or electric scooter that is suspected to be involved in criminal activity, that could be a game changer. A massive game changer. And with these people committing crimes on electric bikes, with these people who are, say, going 30-40 miles on an e-bike, not pedaling at all in a 20-mile-an-hour zone, to be able to stop them, you have to make sure that it's a safe stop and it's not an instant stop that's going to throw someone over a set of handlebars, because there's a whole different set of liability that goes with that. And you could cause someone serious damage. But that could be a really, really useful tool when used correctly. And that's the thing. It has to be used correctly. Like with anything, there needs to be proper education. And the police need to be 100% sure that someone is doing something like any sort of criminal activity, anything nefarious, before they use it. So similar to say guns, like the American police having guns in the United States, for UK police to be having this sort of weapon that can shut off a motor, especially if it's in traffic, you've got to be very judicious with the use of it. And I said, you've got to have a line of sight. So you've got to, in theory, get kind of close to be able to do it. I don't know what the range is, whether it's 50 feet, 70 feet, that hasn't been disclosed. But it is an interesting one where to have a weapon like that, or let's not use the word weapon because weapon is a loaded word, but to have this sort of instrument, let's say, that can help people, that can help the police stop these electric motorbike thieves who are going around stealing people's mobile phones, snatching handbags, and they can't be stopped by regular means or by regular police. It is one of them was, this could be absolutely crucial in deterring these bike thieves, whether it be electric motorbikes, whether it be electric bikes. Most of these people are from the footage that I've seen, on Surons, which are jacked up, basically scramblers that can hit 40, 50, 60 miles an hour. And people are just riding these without no helmets on. And it's like, whoa, you're putting yourself in danger and everybody else. So it is one of them where I look at it as it could be very, very helpful in regards to stopping crime. But as I said, it needs to be used properly. And one of the things as well, it being housed in a backpack, in theory, if it's housed in a massive backpack, that kind of limits who can use it. Because you don't want to go and potentially give someone like scoliosis because like they've been lugging this big bag around trying to catch people. It's like, no. But also as well, you can't have the police just sitting on the side of the road just waiting for people, like the speed guns on like highways in America or stuff like that. That's kind of a waste of money. So you can definitely see, I mean, I would be interested to see if the usage of these gets expanded to delivery riders. Because there's a lot of delivery riders, not to demonize them, but there's a lot of delivery riders who will be pinging around on bikes, throttle only, no pedaling at all, not even ghost pedaling. And they're in a 20 mile an hour zone, they'll be going 30 miles an hour. And it's like, whoa, and it's like, there was a delivery rider who was pulled over. I can't remember where it was, but it was a case of he was pulled over because his brakes were dodgy. And it's like they pulled the guy over. He was in his Just Eat garb, full orange garb. But the fact is, his brakes on an electric bike, his brakes were dodgy. His brakes were poor. So imagine he needed to stop immediately. He might not be able to. Imagine he hit someone at 20, 30 miles an hour. So it's like that kind of thing as well. Will these instruments that can shoot out an electromagnetic pulse, will they be used on delivery riders as well who are breaking the law? Because if they're running around on, say, 1,000-watt e-bikes and they've not been type approved, there's no road tax or insurance or anything like that, they're just running around willy-nilly, that may be another avenue where these things that can put out an EMP, an electromagnetic pulse, can be used. So it is one of them ones where not just people committing crimes like purse snatching, mobile snatching, it could be used against delivery riders as well who are speeding in like school zones and that kind of thing. It could be used for normal people who are, say, running around on 1,000-watt, 2,000-watt, 3,000-watt bikes with no helmet, no insurance, no road tax, no anything like that, and putting people's lives in danger as well as their own. So there's a number of different potential uses for these instruments, and you'd hope that they get used properly. But as I said, it is one of them, was to trick a motor into thinking it's overheating. That's actually quite sophisticated stuff. And the fact that it's being, that the research is being backed up by the Ministry of Defence. It's being overseen, obviously, developed with the Defence Science and Technology Lab, which is overseen by the Ministry of Defence. That means it's getting taken seriously. And this isn't just going to be something you can buy off the shelf from Amazon or from wherever. Like, this is going to be a serious piece of kit. So, as I said, it does need to be used properly. But you know what? I want to know what you think. What do you think? Do you think this could be a game changer in terms of police having access to an instrument that can fire an electromagnetic pulse that can remotely shut down an electric bike or electric scooter motor? How much of a game changer could this be? E-Bikes.co.uk is our official website. We are an official supplier for engwe electric bikes and also himiway long range electric bikes. We do bike to e-bike conversions using Bafang mid-drive motors as well. So E-Bikes.co.uk is where to get in touch with us if you want to convert your e-bike, if you want to convert your bike to electric, or grab yourself a ready to ride electric bike from engwe, himiway and some other brands we've got as well. E-Bikes Ltd. We are on Instagram, TikTok, wherever, and also we're on Facebook as well. E-Bikes Ltd. Have a look for us. Have a look for us at E-Bikes on YouTube. YouTube.com/@E-Bikes for our tips and tricks videos, opinion pieces, and much, much more. Hey, if you got the time, we got the content. If you need your e-bike repaired, serviced, hey, we are here. E-Bikes.co.uk. You can find us on Google as well. We are not hard to find. I have been Liam Angell, aka Straight Shooting LJA, and until next time, thank you for joining me on this E-Bikes opinion piece, and happy riding, everyone. Mid-drive motor conversion kits, ready-made e-bikes, batteries, bike to e-bike conversions, custom builds and more. Start your journey into electric bikes at E-Bikes.co.uk.